Alright boys, we're going to give the Manticore a little love today. And I've got the stock coil on it, and you're going to see me do the very same test using the M8 coil. You know, there's a little thread still going over there on the friendly form, but I don't think this gentleman quite got my point. So I'm going to show you something here, you know. Now, there's about a 7-inch deep nickel somewhere close to underneath that cap there. Now I'm not going to move this scenario until I put the 9-inch coil on at the end of the video, or the 5x8 coil on at the end of the video. See that small piece of Civil War bullet fragment there as a masker. I'll sweep that with a small coil at the end of the video, sitting on this foam. It reads, I think, 8 or 9, and that nickel down there reads a 25, 28, somewhere in that vicinity, depending on which mode you're on. Solo with this machine, probably closer to 27, 28. Okay. Now looking at that, a person might suspect, oh, the small coil is the one you would want to have in a situation like that. The small coil gives you the highest odds of detecting that nickel while notching lower conductive nuisance targets. Targets that might read 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9 on the mighty Manticore. Well, here's what I've done. The notch is the same. It's going to be the same when I run that other coil. You see it there. See the screen there. I think I've notched, see what I've got here. Yeah, I've notched over to 20, okay? Both programs, we're only going to look at 2. All-terrain high conductors and all-terrain low conductors. Same exact notch. 23 sensitivity. And I'm even going to leave the speed at 4, both coils. So which coil is going to do the best sweeping from this direction right here? Okay. First up is all-terrain low conductors. You folks buying the M8 coil for this machine, you might find this video here very interesting, okay? You might find more gold rings and more nickels by watching this video using the M8 coil with this detector. Notching nuisance targets. Objects reading under gold ring range typically. So here we are, all-terrain high conductors. You hear that signal on that nickel? A whopper, okay? And that nickel, like I said, is very close to 7 inches deep. That's all-terrain low conductors. Remember that. All-terrain high conductors. Again, a whopping 2-way signal. You would never miss that on your worst day, okay? You get to see that. Now, ID is somewhat in error, okay? But remember, you know, we've got co-location going on there with, you know, we're masking. But we do have that little fragment notched, okay? Okay, so I'm going to turn this machine off. We're going to put the M8 coil on, and let's see how it does on that. And toward the end of the video, I will remove the masker to show you that that nickel is well within range of that M8 coil for detection. Alright, that situation right there has not moved, and I've got the M8 coil on the mighty Manticore. Exact same settings you've seen using the stock coil, even the very same sensitivity. Speed 4. Same ground balance values. I haven't even monkeyed with them since balancing it with a stock coil. All-terrain high conductors. Now, folks getting this coil You know, and you do use some tests, you're probably going to find out in all-terrain low conductors, this machine would be the deepest on a nickel, deepest on a gold ring. That's not what I'm in right now. I'm in all-terrain high conductors. Now I've got that the notch is still in the machine just like it was with a stock coil, notching out that small sliver of Civil War bullet lead. What do we get here? Now what I will do is I will noise cancel the machine. In progress. Okay, let's see what we got here. So I've got two-way signal. But it's not as nice as that stock coil gave, but we're going to remove that bullet here eventually, probably that bullet there, and let you hear this machine without the masker. So I've got two-way signal in all-terrain high conductor. Going to all-terrain low conductor. I'll even noise cancel it again. Let's see what we get here. You hear that? You don't get hardly anything at all. Shaky at best. Okay. Back to all-terrain high conductor. So you see that you could be misled, you know, you not knowing any better depending on your experience level and knowledge of metal detecting. The nickel is a lower conductor. Oh, well, all-terrain low conductors might be the best for nickels and gold rings. Well, that's not necessarily true. It would depend on the situation. That situation right there, all-terrain high conductors is a better setup. I'm still in all-terrain low conductors, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to move the lid up here, let you see what it reads. I'll mash the horseshoe. You see that? Horseshoe disengaged. Now the masker is gone. What do we get? You hear that? You see that ID? That's all-terrain low conductors. When the masker was there, the machine was basically not giving any signal. All-terrain high conductors. I'll mash the horseshoe, let you see the lid by itself. Horseshoe off. Now we're over just a 7-inch deep nickel roughly. You see the ID. Okay. So the stock coil would hit that nickel with equal notch in both programs. The small coil wouldn't do it. So advantage on that scenario to the stock coil. Could you see the same with a 7-inch silver die? Most certainly. Okay? Most certainly. So small coils can help you. But a target doesn't have to be ultra deep for the stock coil to give advantage over the small coil. That was my point over there on the friendly forum. 7 inches is sort of a respectable depth. That wouldn't be deemed shallow, I don't believe. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video.